The Horae and the Chariot of Helios, the battle for balance. Each day, as the sun began its journey across the sky, Helios, the mighty sun god, mounted his chariot of flame and light. His horses, driven by divine power, pulled the chariot through the heavens, marking the passage of day. But one fateful morning, a disturbance rippled through the fabric of Olympus. A tremor shook the sacred grove where the Horae stood watch, and the sky darkened, as if the heavens themselves had turned their gaze away. From the shadowed horizon, a figure emerged, Nyx, the primordial goddess of night, the eternal force of darkness. With a heart full of defiance, Nyx sought to claim the sun's place in the sky, to cast the world into an eternal night. Helios, ever steadfast in his duty, readied his chariot, but something was amiss. The fiery blaze of his horses flickered weakly, as though their strength had been drained by the oppressive presence of Nyx. The winds, usually steady and obedient, began to stir uncontrollably. The sky itself seemed to tremble beneath the weight of the goddess's intent. Eunomia, the embodiment of order, sprang into action. Her command was swift and sure as she sought to calm the winds and restore balance to the atmosphere. Yet Nyx's presence was powerful, her darkness so deep that it seemed to swallow the very light of the day. The harmony of the cosmos was on the brink of disruption. Dike, the goddess of justice, stood firm, lifting her scales of judgment high. Nyx, she declared, her voice strong and unyielding, you threaten the balance of the world. The natural order is clear. Day must follow night, and night must follow day. The light cannot be overtaken by your darkness. Nyx's laughter echoed through the heavens, a sound as cold and cruel as the shadow she cast. You may guard the gates of Olympus, but even you cannot prevent the inevitable return of my reign. The world grows weary of the sun. The time has come for night to claim its place in the sky. But Irene, the goddess of peace, approached Nyx with grace. Her voice, though soft, carried the weight of profound wisdom. Goddess of the night, we understand your sorrow and your yearning, but the balance between light and dark must be preserved. The world thrives on the harmony between day and night. Without the sun, the earth would wither in shadow. Nyx paused, her form trembling with uncertainty. The quiet plea of Irene's words seemed to stir something deep within her. For a moment, the darkness around Nyx seemed to soften, as though her resolve wavered. But in the silence, it became clear. A battle for the skies was imminent. Just as the tension reached its peak, a calm voice echoed from the chariot. It was Helios himself, his presence both resolute and compassionate. I ride through the heavens every day, and I have seen both light and shadow. Day cannot exist without night, and night cannot exist without day. The two are bound in an eternal dance, each giving way to the other in their time. Helios's words, filled with ancient wisdom and profound truth, pierced through the darkness. Slowly, the oppressive shadow of Nyx began to lift, the cold mist of her presence dissipating like fog before the warmth of the rising sun. Nyx, her heart touched by the truth of Helios's words, took a step back. Her time would come, as it always had, but it was not yet time for her to claim the sun. The dance of light and shadow would continue as it was meant to. With Nyx's retreat, the Horae resumed their sacred duties. Eunomia, ever vigilant, ensured that the path was clear and the chariot could continue its journey. Dike, ever just, restored the reins to their rightful place. Irene, with her calming presence, soothed the winds, bringing peace to the heavens once more. The Chariot of Helios ascended higher, its golden light spreading across the earth. The sky burned with brilliant hues of gold and orange, a reminder that the natural order had been preserved. The world below stirred with life, knowing that the balance of day and night had been restored. The Horae stood quietly in their sacred grove, their duty fulfilled. The balance had been maintained, the light had triumphed over the darkness, and once again the heavens sang the song of harmony. Day and night, peace and conflict, light and shadow, they all played their roles in the grand design of the cosmos. And so, every day, as Helios guided his chariot across the sky, the Horae continued their silent, essential work, ensuring that the dance between the forces of nature would continue, day after day, for eternity.